Ciao, and welcome to Moscato's Kitchen Essentials, where we experience, learn, and enjoy all things culinary. On today's menu, we have a dish, a Mexican dish, which is very popular. It's very easy to prepare, it's quick, and totally delicious, and that is quesadillas. So let me show you what the components of quesadillas are. You know what? It can be as varied as your palate will allow. What I like to put in my quesadillas is, I'll show you. So here we have some cooked, well actually it's been grilled, cooked chicken, sliced nice and thinly. And just to make it a little bit different, because we don't always have grilled chicken in our refrigerator, but we do have cold cuts. So this is actually some nice lean turkey. Okay. Over here we have fire roasted mild chilies, and over here we have a salsa, a southwestern salsa. Now this is actually medium in terms of heat. And here I have slices of Monterey Jack cheese. I like to use Monterey Jack in a quesadilla because it is a very nice melting cheese, and it's not spicy. Actually, if you want a spicy, if you want a more robust chili spice, then you can always get the pepper jack cheese. Okay, and now another thing that I like to use with my quesadillas is either an avocado sliced or a mango sliced. And I saw this champagne mango today, and I thought I'm going to bring it in and I'm going to show you how to cut it. A lot of people ask me how to cut mangoes. They're a little tricky to cut, actually. So I'm going to show you how to cut a mango. Okay, so as you can see, now a regular size mango, not a champagne, is a little bit bigger, and it's probably the size of or the shape of an egg. It's really oval like that. But in terms of slicing them, they're pretty much the same thing. What you want to do is find the larger end, and with your sharp chef's knife, okay, make a little notch on the base, and using your good knife technique, you're going to cut. Okay, so that the mango is able to sit on your cutting board. And now what you want to do is cut on either side of the pit. In a mango, as with an avocado, there's one seed. An avocado is a lot easier to cut because it's got, as you probably know, it's got a round seed and or pit, and you take that out, and then you're good to go. With mango, there is one pit in there, but it's oval, and it's really kind of hard to cut around. So I'm going to show you how you do that. Having good knife skills is very helpful when you're working with something as difficult as mangoes. So again, we're going to use the base of our knife, nice sharp knife. Sharper the better. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our knife and we're going to cut on one side, and then you can kind of see the pit in here. And now I'm going to cut on the other side. Okay, and now with my paring knife, I'm only going to do one side, but I'm going to slice the skin off. The sharper the knife that you have, the better, and then you're not needing to push. Now, what gets a little bit difficult is that the mango is really wet and it's kind of slimy. But now all we're going to do is we're going to make nice little slices. And these slices will go right on the quesadilla, as would the avocado. So, very good. All right, so I'm going to turn on my stove. As far as size of the quesadillas, what you want to do is find a flour tortilla that is the same size as your pan, or perhaps a little bit smaller. Just for ease today, I'm using a 6-inch tortilla. And as you can see there, the flour is soft. Okay? All right, let's see. We're going to spray our pan with non-stick spray. And I've got the heat on probably, I guess, medium. Okay, so we're just going to wait for this to heat up. Okay, so the pan is heating up. If I were using a larger stove, I would put my heat on probably about a medium. Okay, because you want to brown your first side, which is really going to be your interior side, but you'll see. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our tortilla in our pan, okay, and we're going to get a nice brown on the one side. Then we're going to flip it over, and then we're going to start building our ingredients on the interior. What we want to remember to do is use the cheese. The cheese is actually used almost like glue to glue both sides together. So we're going to put the cheese on once we turn our tortilla. It's going to blister a little bit, and that's going to show us that it's ready. Now, in terms of what are the components? You can I like to use the ingredients that I've shown you already, but you can really change it up. You can use a salsa, which is not a medium, or you can use a hot, or you can use a mild salsa and put some other spicy, the chipotle in the adobo sauce. That's really good if you like really hot, which I actually don't, but a lot of people do. Okay, so this is looking like it's getting nice and blistered, and as you can see, it's blistering on this side. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. Now I'm going to turn it down to medium. Okay, and at this point I'm going to start putting some ingredients in. I'm going to put my Monterey Jack cheese, and I think we're going to do the chicken this time. Okay, we're going to load it up. And I think I'm going to put some of the fire roasted chilies on. And I'm going to throw some of that mango on. And now I'm going to put my other tortilla. Okay. Okay, looking good. Okay, now at this part, what you want to do is take your quesadilla, push it off onto a pan or a plate, and just turn it over. Okay, looking good. Okay, and that is all there is to it. I'm going to make another one with the other ingredients here. But it's, as you know, they're delicious, and they're really easy to make. They're really fast, and people just love them. So I believe that's ready. I'm going to pull that off the heat, and we're going to get ready for our second one. I'm going to let that cool for a minute, and then I'm going to cut it. Okay, so for our next one, I'm going to add a little bit more of the spray. Let that heat up, and now I'm going to heat up the next tortilla. Okay, it smells beautiful. You can put any kind of ingredients in the interior. whatever you like. The refried beans are lovely. If you find that you have used too much of a heat component, you can always tone it down with a little bit of sour cream. Okay, so what we're looking for is for the blistering of the tortilla, and it's starting to blister really nicely. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. Got that cheese on it again. Okay, I'm going to put my salsa on here. Because this is a southwestern salsa, there are some corn kernels in here, and you can even have, corn. Really nice component. So I'm going to be putting the turkey on here. A little bit of mango. And some more cheese. Okay, I'm going to top it off with the other tortilla. Okay, looking good. Okay, so it's time to turn it over. We're just going to take it out of that pan onto a dish and turn it right over. Okay, and this one is almost ready. Okay, it's a beautiful thing. Alright, I'm going to be cutting the other quesadilla. You can cut it into half, or you can cut it into fourths. I think I'll cut it into fourths. Okay. Okay, here we go. Very nice. Alright, well, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I will have the recipe up on my blog, and the address is right at the end of the segment. Okay, so until next time, ciao ciao.